A little bit flat and we're a little bit off, and that's fine.
We need to shake it up.
We need to shake it up.
Bioenergetics.
That's where depression, I think, comes in, is energy and motion. If you aren't moving, if you're emotional, sad, depressed, because you're worried about the stuff that's happened already in your life, it's about what I can do to change. How can I start to implement things into my life that are going to serve me, that are going to help me.
G'day guys, Ninja and Das here once again.
G'day.
So we're going to work on the shoulder. A lot of people have shoulder pain, especially around the bicep tendon and the front deltoid, anterior deltoid region. So I'm going to show you how I work on that kind of thing, and we're going to have a chat.
Yep, we love a chat.
Have a chat. And we had what was his name? We had a chat, the poet Gorman. So thank you for your comment. You wanted to know the relationship between bodywork and depression and anxiety. So we thought, yeah, that's a good little topic we can talk about while we're working on the top of this shoulder here. So the bicep tendon actually goes through here, and your front delt is in here. So I was working on a guy last night, so I just thought I'm going to show you the things that I do to try and get the person back into full function again. This guy was an electrician, so he does a lot of pulling cables through above his head and doing screwdriver work or whatever, drill work. So his shoulders were cactus after years of doing that kind of work. And he had 18 months of this pain. He actually had 6 weeks off last year, and didn't really help much. And in 3 sessions of nearly fixed him. So pretty happy with that. 2 sessions, I reckon I'd fixed him. So,
That's
but
awesome.
I gave him a lot of curry,
Yeah.
a lot of pain along the way. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing with Das.
You've hit a spot straight away, man. Like, that's already pretty tender on me.
Yeah,
Oh, connecting in.
yeah. So that's it. So so just generally, we talk about anxiety and depression because it is a topic we all should be thinking about and talking about, because mental health is a massive issue in today's society. So just generally, I kind of think about depression is when you're kind of living in the past in a way. Like you're thinking about what you've done, what you could have done, and you're ruing over that. And so you're sort of stuck in the past, and you can't change your past. You can change the way you think about it. We'll get into that in a minute. And then anxiety is pretty much future-based. So you're worried about decisions and what's going to happen and things like that from your future. So from a bodywork perspective, I think it is really important to tune into your body, be present, and get body work done. I think everybody should be getting some body work done at least every 3 months, more regularly if you can afford it. Just a general type of thing. I think that's really important. And with talking about just the importance of connection in general. Us humans need to connect with each other. We need to connect with nature, and we need to connect with the higher source as well. So connect with yourself, I think, is the most important thing to connect with. So body work, really helps you connect in with your own body, because you kind of don't realise what's beneath the surface a lot of times. You don't know what's going on in there until you actually push into it, and the body can't lie.
Yeah.
If there's something wrong in there, it's got a distinct kind of pain, So it gives you that feedback, and I think that's a really important thing to do. So your body is the most important thing to get you through your life. Your brain can get you so far, but if your body is in pain and it's not functioning well, you can't do the things you want to do, it's more than likely you're going to not be happy.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I've sort of introduced it. So what do you want to kind of say first, Das, about?
Well, I like the in relation to bodywork, the presence it's bringing me. I'm sitting here with my eyes closed, coming to terms with the pain that I wasn't aware of in my body. And sometimes stagnant pain, whatever that is, emotional, mental or physical, having that in your body is almost like a burden. It can be toxic. It can come out in injuries. It can come out in dysfunctions. It can come out in frustrations or anger or not performing to your optimal peak. So when you're talking about bodywork and how it can relate to our health and especially our emotional health, I go, let's be present. Let's tune in to the things that aren't functioning well and get those organised. When I'm on that topic, I remember years ago I was having an anxious day. I was having, I reckon it was 6 or 7 years ago, and I called Ninja and I said, Ninja, I'm having a bit of a day. I'm having a little bit of a panic attack. And you said, look, no worries. I don't know if you remember, I think you might. Take the day, and if you need to have a chat, come in, we'll chat about it. I've got some techniques for you. And it's something that I've used and passed on for others and my own experiences. And that was, the anxiety thing's the fear of tomorrow, right? And the future, and what could go wrong, and I haven't done this, or I haven't done that, or I need to do all these things, and there's just too much piling up on my mind and I can't juggle them all. And that might be because of work or sport or relationships or whatever it is. The best way to combat your anxiety, or a good little tool, is to get organised. And getting organised is just starting with one thing. Because if there's 7 things on your mind that you're stressed about, you're going to be playing darts and ping pong, going back and forth. Oh, I can't do this, can't do much, it's too much, and it all comes out, and we explode, and we yell at our partner or our kid or somebody at work, or we get frustrated and we end up gambling or using drugs or alcohol as a coping mechanism. Whereas if you can just start to get organised in one area, and then 2 areas, and then 3 areas, you're going to go, oh, I've got some breathing space. I can actually interpret what's going on in my mind and in my brain, and I can understand that, yes, those things were challenging, but now I've got a handle on them and I've got control of them. I feel a little bit more at ease. So however you may take that, organisation is the cure for anxiety. Well, one of the tools, not the cure. Yeah. There's many tools. Yeah. There's many tools. Sunlight is another thing, and grounding and earthing and all the natural biohabits and hacks that we talk about and we love. But getting organised in your life is going to help the stress that you're feeling and the pressure of life that can boil up and feel like there's too much. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're going to have a lot more certainty about your future if you're organised and you're doing the things that you want to do. Yeah. I've got a flight over to America, and I've got, I've got to get travel insurance, I've got to get my international license, I've got to get a bum bag for this, I've got to make sure I've got my passport, I've got my wallet, I've got winter clothes, summer clothes, all these things that go into stress about travel, right? And it's not so much anxiety that I've got, but stress, I think, trickles into what leads to anxiety. It's when our stress becomes overbearing. And for me, getting organised means writing down a list of things to do, a little bit of an itinerary, ticking things off, having a checklist, and getting organised. And that makes me feel like, all right, I'm organised, I'm in control, I don't need to worry, I've got everything, I've got my ducks in a row. So that's how I operate. Others might need different tools. Sometimes presence or practicing gratitude is a good one as well. Yeah. And maybe you can harp on either of those or a tool that you use. Yeah, I suppose it is about getting present and being in the now, because we can't actually live in the future. We can't actually be in the past. We can't actually do anything about it. We can do the best we can right now. So that's a really important one. One of the ones we said at the start, like it was a line that about comparison. Yeah. What was your line, Das? I'll let you have the joy. So comparison, I saw a reel on it a while ago and I really liked it. Comparison is the thief of joy. Yeah. And Ninja can elaborate. So I think that's one of the things that hurts us the most is when we compare ourselves to others or compare others to whatever. Because it can stop you from being authentic and being yourself. And like we have unrealistic expectations for others to kind of value things that we really value and to live accordingly to that. Yeah. It's a tough one. It's a tongue twister. So, and we think we should live inside other people's values as well, do the things that they think's important. But when we're authentic, that's when we're in the zone, and that's where we're happiest, and that's when we're being ourselves. We're here to shine, not to fit in. You know what I mean? We're here to stand out, type of thing. So I think that's a really important one to consider. Just trying to not to compare yourself to others, and just compare yourself to yourself. Your standards, your expectations,
what you like and what you want to experience in your life, and I think you have a lot better trip.
You got to be in a good circle for that, don't you, Ninja? Or a good relationship or a good tribe of people, community.
Yep.
Because if you're in a friendship group, and look, this will take some growth for anybody. I'm not saying because you're young you're not going to have the maturity to understand this, but sometimes I know from my own experience, and I can only talk on that, is I have lost myself in friendship groups and comparing myself, and I do it. We've all done it. We compare ourselves to that relationship. I want that relationship. Mine looks like this. I want it to look like that. I want that body. He's got that body. I want that body. Why can't I have it, you know? And I'm not good enough because of it. And I don't feel satisfied because I don't have that life, that relationship, that body, that strength in the gym, whatever it is. But I think getting in a circle around people that allows you to be authentic is the most valuable thing that you can find. And that's easier said than done, because our friendship groups are hard, because sometimes they're not serving us, but we feel like we are attached to them and we need them to feel whole. We need friends. I need more friends. I need heaps. I need girls. I need guys. I need older people. I need young people. I need this from different cultures, and that's okay. But you'll find your real ones when you are being your authentic self, and your friends are proud of you for that, and they lift you up rather than going, "What are you fucking doing, mate?" Or like, you know, like, "Oh, why are you wearing that? That's not cool." Well, I like it, you know. That, "Oh, I love what you're wearing. Oh, that's a great attitude to have." Or, "Good on you for getting out there on YouTube and Instagram and doing things that, I don't know, might challenge other people's values, you know." But a lot of the time, the people that are bringing you down are the ones that have the most trauma inside them, and your image of maybe what they wish they could do, and you're doing it, and they're a little bit like challenged by that. Yeah, challenged by the fact that, fuck, he's getting himself out there on Instagram and YouTube, and he doesn't care that he's got his shirt off, and like, instead of them going, "Good on you for doing that, man, you look great and you got the, you know, positive outlook on life," instead of saying that, which I found a lot of my friends and family have had that effect on me. The older I've gotten, the more I've stopped caring. But yeah, that's something that I really want you guys to do, is find a tribe that supports you for whatever it is that you do, and your authentic self, whatever that means, because that's pure.
Yeah. Your vibe attracts your tribe. It's so important. I remember a little post Alex Hormozy did a couple of weeks ago. He was sort of talking about, you know, he's been married for 8 years or something like that. He says, "No one that's been married for longer than me ever kind of bagged me about being, you know, how long I've been married. No one that's, no, he's got millions of dollars. No one that's got more money than me bags me for how much money I've got. You know, just even, no one that's fitter than me bags me for how much I train in the gym.
No one that's better looking than me tells me how ugly I am." Yeah.
That kind of thing. It's always people that don't have that same value on that particular thing, that want to shit talk. Because they're kind of not feeling good in themselves.
Yep.
Aren't they? So
That's
they're kind
the
of
thing.
jealous in a way. They
That's
don't
the
want to put in the
challenge.
work to get the body, or to get the money, or to have that relationship, do the communication, things like that. So it's
Have
sort
the
of,
status on social networks and things like that, or platforms.
yeah. So the people that don't, they can be poisonous. That's what I'm probably trying to say, is like, you got to, you know, identify sometimes, and it's hard, that sometimes people are poisonous, and maybe you need to kind of, you know, back off a bit, not see them quite as much, you know, not be as quite available, not entertain their stuff as much, because it is detracting from your own path, you know, and your own happiness. And like, why should somebody be a thief of your happiness?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like we're here for a finite, you know, amount of time. So we want to have the most joy that we possibly can. You know, I want everyone to be happy, healthy, and strong. That's a little line from Wim Hof as well. It's a good one, Wim. So yeah, how are we going to achieve that? You know, and being in community, being in friendship groups, being in relationships, business, you know, your work, you know, you want to be happy and have healthy relationships there. And that's, you know, identifying when people don't have the same values as you, and their opinion is not going to be as strong as somebody that does have that value on health and fitness and business and money, or whatever it is that's your highest value, they're going to be the ones that are going to help lift you up, not drag you down.
What was the DeMartini one you spoke about off camera, man, earlier? Did you already just bring that up?
Sort of talked about that, but I said it a bit of a different way. Like,
yeah.
We kind of have an unrealistic expectation for others to live in alignment with our values, and unrealistic expectation for us to live inside others' values. So that's,
That's comparing.
That's comparing yourself. So, yeah. And like, it's not what you're designed to do, not what your story is. You're not meant to be here for living somebody else's life and pleasing them,
And it's, as I said, it's easier said than done. We're not saying just stop comparing yourself. It's takes time and effort, but the best thing you can do is self-love and learn to love yourself, which again, that takes time. It's a skill. I can't just learn to be a great snowboarder for the first time ever and chuck a snowboard on and go down a mountain. All right, we need to practice the things that make me a good snowboarder, the same way that I practice what self-love feels and looks like, the little skills, going to bed on time, eating well, training, getting sunlight, having good relationships, drinking enough water, practicing gratitude, journaling, all the things that are going to serve me and healthy, travel, experiences, all these little things. I can't do all that at once and right now. Independence, learning to love my own self and my own time, and writing down those experiences and being real with the fact that we're human and we hurt and we cry, and some days we're sad and don't have the energy, and other days we do, and that's okay. And that's part of being a human, is just feeling all the emotions. What's energy? Energy in motion, emotions.
Yeah.
Sometimes our energy is a little bit flat and we're a little bit off, and that's fine.
We need to shake it up.
We need to shake it up.
Bioenergetics.
That's where depression, I think, comes in, is energy and motion. If you aren't moving, if you're emotional, sad, depressed, because you're worried about the stuff that's happened already in your life, it's about what I can do to change. How can I start to implement things into my life that are going to serve me, that are going to help me? It might just be going, all right, I'm going to stop. I'm going to put down cigarettes and alcohol today, and I'm going to go for a walk and observe nature and look at whatever it is, the trees, the sun, the sand, and just picking things that are healthy for you. And you might go, that's a bit blasé, a bit woo-woo, whatever. But the more you try it, the more you'll realise that it is. It's wholesome. It's real, and so it's a good one.
Yeah, you got to figure out what you need to do to get to where you want to be, where a better place is. And
so that's clearness or clarity, you reckon?
Chip away.
Yeah.
Chip away at it. So it all comes down to actions, doesn't it? Actions that are in alignment with what you want.
Yeah. Get clear on your values, do your value system, and fuck, this shoulder's feeling so good. I'm loving it.
It's good, man.
What else have we got? Did we cover anxiety? Did we cover depression?
Yeah, I think so.
That's our spit on it, and we can only speak from experience and being real with what we've dealt with, maybe.
Be realistic as well. Realistic is really important, and consistent.
Oh.
Be consistent with your diet, consistent with your training, consistent with your catch-ups with people. Yeah. All that kind of stuff. It's just consistent with your work, consistent with your savings.
Yep.
It comes back to that real basic stuff, and that's where the joy and the happiness is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Seek long-term fulfillment over instant gratification.
Yeah.
We saw another comment in there, was somebody said, be the master of your destiny rather than victim of your history. So we are reading your comments, so do
keep commenting and
let us know what you want to talk about. And someone else talked about diet as well, so we might cover that one on a future chat that Darcy and I have. But we want you to comment below things you want us to talk about. We're creating our own little podcast where we do the Money Spot series.
Practicing for a podcast, but this is our podcast, Yeah. Sometimes you might even just have this playing in the background in the car. Yeah. Who knows? Hope you enjoy it. Please do comment. We'll be back for another video really soon. I just want to test this shoulder out, Ninja, and let the viewers... Yeah, it just feels so light. Oh, I need to do the other one.
Yeah.
Maybe that's our next video.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. That's our little take on Ninja fixing chronic shoulder pain and talking our experiences on anxiety, depression, and maybe there's some tactics or some little things you can pick up along the way to use. It'll help you out as well.
Yeah, bodywork.
Bodywork.
Yeah. But one little thing I forgot to mention this is like with the fascia system as well. If you're getting bodywork, that's where we hold a lot of our stress. It's like a library of our traumas and triumphs. We'll get out of the wind. So yeah, that bodywork can actually help you kind of realize what is stuck in your tissues, because a lot of times you're stuck, you don't know, you need to come and get a plumber to help bring that stuff to the surface, so then you can kind of excavate it. You know, you're kind of because when it's that representation of that stress that's in your life or past trauma, when that's kind of worked the fascia, that can bring out that trapped emotion, and then you can kind of start to process it with a clearer mind. When emotion is high, intelligence is low. So we need to kind of stop that being so emotional, stop telling that one-sided story about whatever that thing might be, and try and balance it back in. That's what we were talking about with Darce as well. Like, what can you learn? What can you get out of that? What you deem to be a negative experience in the past. So there's always stuff that there is a silver lining to everything. So whether it's learning about things or a different direction or meeting new people. There's always something there, but you just got to look at it. Nothing's ever just shit.
Yep.
So from shit, flowers grow.
Fucking oath, we love it.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you in another video. See you shortly.
Done.